fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast?
Yeah.
Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, fellas.
I'm just looking at the fella,
healthy Hoyt.
Yeah, walking past who Mogi labelled Cool Hoity J. He's not that cool.
To paint a picture, he's elderly. He's got a limp.
A bad limp.
Yeah, I don't think that limp's getting any better. You could be like that, man, when you grow up.
I kind of already am. I bet
Jase would love to have a limp, eh?
Listen,
Fuck you.
listen to
Can you
me.
imagine how much he'd bang on if he had a limp?
Listen to me. All I need to do is walk on sand for 2 hours or so and I'll have a limp.
Right.
Because my ankles crap out. Hey, but anyway, happy birthday, Keezy.
Oh, thanks,
Happy
fellas.
birthday
Day
to
to
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christopher.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
You missed the cake, Mogi.
I know, I saw it there.
Oh.
Well, I had missed the cake. No one waited for me, man.
Well, it was
Yeah.
at 3:15. Pugs accidentally invited me
Pugs
to
are-
my own surprise birthday thing.
Yeah.
The dopey fuck.
And-
He didn't invite me.
And then he left a hell of a mess on the kitchen table there.
Did he?
He has a go at me all the time about leaving messes. I mean, what's that about?
Nah, Pug's got to be one of the cleanest guys I know, I reckon.
Yeah, but not at work he's not. Because he just thinks someone else will come and do it for him.
Actually, that's a good point. At your house, do you leave your shit everywhere?
I've talked about this before. I'm exceptionally anal.
But what happens when you come in here?
When I'm at one thing I can't stand is when people cook and leave a massive mess. I
Same.
cannot
You know
deal
what
with
Jase has
that.
got? Jase has got an actor's sense of entitlement. So he
100%.
just thinks he can wander around and people will clean up after him.
That's 100%
And that's
right.
what happens. And we've got a friend who does a very similar thing.
Right.
And the mind boggles. The
Right.
mind boggles.
And is that
but it's hard
from-
to get out of, when you're talent.
Yeah.
In all honesty, man, when I'm on set, I'm a completely different person.
Sure.
Because I'm exactly the same as you. I fucking hate waiting around. And what really annoys me as well, because coming from producing as well, and you think, oh, why is it taking so long? And if you think you can see a way of it being faster, you're like, oh, well, you think to yourself, you'd never say,
No.
do it like this.
No.
But you're thinking, fucking, why is it taking? Why don't you just fucking do this? And you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Sure.
But all you want to do is go home.
Yeah.
But is it like a lifetime of being
I-
number 7 on the call sheet? Does that eventually turn you into someone who just...
This is the whole thing with me and Pugsan, this thing, because he keeps posting on these things. I once got a pie out of the pie warmer,
What? You have to be more specific, mate.
right? And this particular pie, they'd overcooked it, and the wrapper was literally disintegrating in my hands. And I thought, rather than just drop it all over the floor, I took it to the sink. And then it just, like the wrapper, just literally into 1,000 pieces,
saw it.
disintegrated into the sink.
I remember.
So that happened.
So you just left that in the
And
sink?
no,
Yeah.
but wait. And then Pugs comes and goes, "You're on air in 30 seconds." And I'm like,
Bullshit.
whoa. So
I'm trying to clean up, Pugs. I'm trying to clean up.
because I'm about to go on air.
Yeah.
And then that son of a bitch, he posts, "Oh, look at the big mess Hoity J leaves
Yeah.
behind." It was like an absolute
So,
setup.
Was that a similar thing that happened last week when you left all that rice in the sink?
I don't have rice.
But also, that's racist, first of all.
You're the rice and dehydrated meat eater.
So all you're saying with
We
that
could make-
story... All you're saying with that story is that not only do you make a massive mess, you can't keep track of time properly either. Because you didn't know you were on air in 30 seconds.
Well, no,
That's
because
poor time management.
I was dealing with a disintegrating pie pack.
Pugson, can I make a recommendation, man? Can I make a suggestion? Come on in, mate.
Yeah,
come
come
on
on.
in, defend
For fuck's
yourself.
sake.
I've got an idea that moving...
Look at the way he walked in there. He
I
is
would just like to, Pugs, before you begin.
Sure.
I'd like to, moving forward, every time Jase leaves something behind makes a mess, we get a photo of it, and at
Yeah.
the end of the year, we make a coffee book that we give out to all the staff here. Everyone gets a copy of This Is Jase's Mess.
We'll give one to the cleaners first, eh? That'd be good. I just wanted to say happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And also, Jase, you
Keezy.
talk an awful lot for somebody when you think I'm not coming in here from Studio B.
Yeah, look at you, he's all scared
Yeah.
now, huh?
Big
not-
man. That was your cake plate.
I think what Mogi just said is a fantastic idea. The only issue is it'll be a very skinny book.
Already got a couple of chapters. Jase, I think it just needs to be made clear that was your cake plate and your cake sitting on the bench. And then you walked around with a shit-eating grin around the office, looking at me, and I'm going, what's he done?
We've got a head full of stuff going on when he comes to the office. It's okay that you left that cake behind today, Pug Son, and but it's only because you posted so many
character assassination.
But anyway, good on you, Pugs. Good weekend, mate.
Yeah, really good. Really good. Thank you.
Can you change the subject? Yeah, we're done.
Thanks, Pugs.
Jolly
You're a
good.
backbone,
I would like
Pugs.
to, and I also think, Pug Son, and I'll help you with this. Every time there is something left, we'll do a little write up. There's a date. This is what was going on. A little story underneath each one. It'll be bloody good.
As I say, it's going to be a very skinny book.
I can do a whole chapter on every single time Jase leaves a water glass in the studio and then claims he's
And
never
blames it
leaves
on
one.
somebody else.
Yeah, and then comes in the next day, sees the same water glass and goes, "Oh, it's a bloody mess in here."
Yeah, that's what happens.
That is what happens.
Yeah, a glass stays out in the office for a whole night
It
and
does.
day.
Well, it does because fucking look, that's from breakfast.
I tell you what
I'm
it
not
is.
touching it.
Bloody Matt Heath, he's a shocker. I came in here, and most days there's like 3 or 4 bloody cups and glasses where I sit. It's a disgrace.
It's no good, man.
It's just
I'll
not
tell you that.
on.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Good weekend, fellas.
Yeah.
Mine
It was
great.
actually, man. It was a good weekend.
shit
what did we
weather,
have?
Yeah,
Was it shit?
terrible
Yeah,
weather.
but we've had good weather, man.
Yeah, man.
So I don't want a weekend like that. It's been We've had a good run. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I
Obviously,
can't remember anything
All
about
Blacks and UFC, which we'll get into on the show.
it. All Blacks and UFC and the Warriors.
Warriors
and
Friday
had my cousin came over, did some work. Yeah, caught up. It was bloody good. Bloody good. I feel really good going into the week. Actually,
That's
I-
good.
I had a great dream. Actually, you guys
feel-
want to hear about my dream?
Well, we
Maybe
should
on
do
the
Dream
show.
Chat.
Not on the. I don't know if on the show's
Oh,
the
is
one.
that filth?
Well, do you know when people talk about their dreams and it's boring?
No, that's okay. We can frame it around that. It's probably going to be boring. I reckon.
I was cleaning my house. I wasn't. I was working at a car yard, but it was quite a high end car yard. And my job was to like clean the cars. And the guy came in to buy a car, I think, and then he wanted to leave. And apparently, I had the keys for his car, but I didn't have them. I was like, "No, you never gave it to me." He's quite an earner. This guy he had a bit of money there, keys.
Like a Jase type.
Like a Jase type.
Sure.
And so he goes, "Well, you better find the keys, man, because I want to go." So I go and look in his car, and I'm looking at all the consoles. Quite a dirty Mercedes he had. And I found about 15 keys, but they're all house keys. And I was like, and he comes out and he goes, "You found them yet?" And I said, No, I haven't found them. And you didn't give them to me. And I'm sort of bent in the front door looking for the keys while I'm saying this, and he just reaches between my legs, grabs my balls, and squeezes them as hard as he can and says, "Find them."
Jesus.
And he squeezed them so hard that I woke up.
Wow.
What
does that
similar?
mean?
So maybe
There's a lot going on there.
I think the rich guys who you aspire to be.
Well, it's not. He was an arsehole. I don't want to be that guy.
You looking for keys and constantly not obtaining them is like a metaphor for you trying to find the way to get
Right,
there.
yeah,
but you
exactly.
can't.
There's so many different routes to success, maybe, Keys.
And the grabbing
pressure,
of the-
and pressure's on.
Yeah, the pressure's
They've got
on.
me. Somebody's got me by the balls. That's
yeah.
for sure.
Well, that's your wife.
yeah, there I will be. The pressure's on, and ultimately, I will.
And you don't yet have the
fail.
answer.
I don't. In fact, not only do I not have the answer, I'm leaving that plane. Right, I bail and I come out of the dream.
Yeah.
Isn't
was a
that-
good one.
That's
I-
such an interesting dream.
Yeah, and I did have sore nuts. That was even more interesting. And Tinker was sitting at the end of the bed going, honk, honk, honk.
Do you know? Because I've often thought about this. You know, whether you'll have a dream like you woke up and you had sore nuts, right? where your body is something's happening with your body.
Yes.
Something's happening with your body, which then goes into your subconscious, which affects your dream, and then you wake up
Yeah.
and you go, "Oh my, that part of my body is actually hurting."
Yeah,
it's
that's
quite,
right.
It's quite
So
fascinating.
it's the other way around. It is. It is very fascinating.
I had my parents up for the weekend.
Oh, yes.
And you know how I've been tinkering with the idea. Tinker.
Tinker.
of getting a motorbike.
Yes.
And one of the things I needed to cross off my list was telling my dad, because he is vehemently against me having a motorbike on the road.
Yeah.
And then it like came up in conversation because we were on my YouTube and my algorithm had like old motorbike videos playing and stuff. He's, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, yeah, to be honest, I'd love to get one of those as my next project. And he's like, your uncle's had like 10 of those. I reckon he could find you one. And I was like, yes. and now he's like fully on board with it. He's like, that'd be cool as. Yeah, you should do that.
Wicked.
And he's like, you got to do it now while you're young before you have kids and stuff. If you want to have toys, you know, you got to do that sort of stuff.
Good shit.
Yeah. And I was
Funny
like,
how
okay.
it's all in your head then. It was all in your head.
100%, yeah.
I'm not happy about it, Keezy.
Oh, is it all good if I still get one? Or?
No, well, I mean...
Why? What are you worried about?
Well, you know, you could have an accident or something. They're not safe, Keezy.
You don't want me to get hurt.
Well, that's right,
safe.
mate.
No,
that
they're not.
true.
But to be honest, nothing's safe nowadays, fellas. Am I right?
No.
Global warming.
That's what they say. They say, you could die crossing the road.
Yeah.
Do you know what else? And then they say, doesn't stop you from looking both ways before you cross, though, does it? Huh?
So that means...
Food for thought. It means why take an additional risk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I was scared of everything dangerous, I wouldn't go on holiday to certain countries. I wouldn't, do heaps of stuff.
Oh, look,
I mean, if you weren't a risk taker, then you wouldn't go swimming without your earplugs in.
Yeah, with your earplug in.
Well, hang on,
stuff.
I do that.
Yeah.
And my ears get really sore.
Yeah.
Do.
Because you are pretty... You're a bit of a daredevil.
I love the fact that we cane Keezy for all of his physical ailments, and yet your ankles are fucked. You've got a litany of...
Oh, look. Look. Where do you begin, to be honest? But for someone that's, 40, 42...
43.
Oh,
you must
43.
Geez, you must be due a birthday.
And Keezy's 38. It just feels like we're actually getting closer and closer in age. It's weird. Look, Pugsan's still in a hoo of a mood with me. He is filthy.
I reckon...
Just an apology and buy him some cake.
Well, I mean, I just took a photo and published the facts, that's all.
I reckon you should apologise right now. Just a quick apology.
What for?
Oh, is that up on Instagram?
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show. 4 till 7 every weekday. You'll love it. It's so good.
He takes photos of me with my shoes off and puts it on Instagram.
And your shirt.
And my shirt. I'm sure he's got a photo of my
Jase.
massive